used to everyone's different styles and everyone's different takes on it, because much like an art piece, that's what it truly is. It's an art piece, and there's different perspectives to it, but each one has a style that people love, and you also just got to learn how to vibe with it.
Agreed. You got to learn to roll with the punches. And speaking of punches, we got Min out here with Pink Fresh versus ZD's Fox, and already One Wing Angel in the background, because we know this is the boss fight right here. I think number 1 and number 3 PR in the region.
And also it's a boss fight, especially for Min, because like once you get Fox like off the stage and stuff, you can do it, like you can take full advantage of the spacey, but Fox, you know, with that huge amount of speed, is able to find the cracks within the defense of Pink Fresh, but Pink Fresh definitely doesn't want this opportunity to go to waste. But ZD, both these players have actually been playing super hot today.
Oh yeah, you are not joking. Already trying to get the drill drag down, not going to work out. The neutral air into the forward air, so ZD forcing Min off stage, and look at how aggressive he is. Gets the tech, then the Firefox, no stock claimed.
No stock claimed, but it was a really scary situation. Really good tech awareness on ZD, but I love their usage of fair thing. They tried to get the drag down for the tech setup, but unfortunately they weren't able to fall fast enough. So Pink Fresh, with this lead, really got to stay, you know, diligent on this defense and the zoning power, because, you know, the course is finally kicking in. But speaking of kicks, Pink Fresh with the splits does take in, strikes first blood, but ZD quick on the chase, but won't be able to get it just yet.
I mean, typically we see ZD on that 2-step with the down smash or the up smash, but Pink Fresh not claiming the stock with the arms. There it is for ZD. Kicks for days, showing that Pink Fresh not the only one out here wearing stilettos.
Oh, for real. I mean, just as you speak about it, you know, there just finally comes to life, and really good stuff there. And the neutral that you have to play with both these characters, you know, Min, if they make just a few mistakes against Fox, you just get calmed up and put into disadvantage state and just put into the corner. Like, look how uncomfortable Pink Fresh has to be, and eating all this percent for free and using the arms as like a defense to try to get back onto stage for control, but ZD just abusing it and pushing the advantage further.
And that, like, not fast-fall neutral air right there, providing perfect shield pressure, and Pink Fresh getting caught dropping shield, trying to punish. Now ZD continuing to push advantage, the percent differential starting to grow. He was trying to get look like an up tilt right there to cover the landing, but instead the Nair up smash second burst, same as the first, and ZD taking out a solid lead to start game 1.
I can't even say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That is just a bread and butter that for this Fox and ZD, never not be dropping those, but great
Look at that parry punish from half stage.
No, and able to get so much off of it. Pink Fresh trying to use the down air to try to break out a disadvantage, but not going to work out. ZD not expecting, you know, the walk forward with those tilts, but still quick on the chase, and I just love their willingness to back off knowing when Pink Fresh is about to swing something.
I do dig that. Anytime where I see ZD firing a laser or two, it's like, that's optimal. Just go ahead and let them know that, like, if you want to actually just like sit across stage and look at each other, we can play this game. Fox isn't too bad of a campy character.
Because like I think that's the archetype there. Like, if you're fast, you can also use it to camp, and it's super effective. I mean, Sonic is the
Sonic
obvious
out here,
one.
exactly.
But let me tell you, Fox can do it, and it gets really toxic when you just do that simple bait and punish something. But as soon as you say that, you can't grab onto that ledge again. But 136. What I really love about ZD is that near like the percentages of where you want to get those confirms, they're not afraid to grab you. Because usually you don't want to go for it because you want to get those easy, you know, Nair into up smash. But if they know they can push that advantage state and just confidently finish it out there, then they'll be able to continue doing so. But Pink Fresh gonna get taken out, that falling up here. No! I'm wrong. My goodness, Pink Fresh staying alive, but for how long?
Phenomenal DI, but we're at the point where just like, yeah, start chopping wood and tossing out that back here time and time again. Even the fresh neutral air at edge may very well do it if you get the front-facing hit. Weak hit right there, forcing Pink Fresh low, nearly 200%. ZD can't claim a stock in Pink Fresh. This might be death by 1,000 cuts right here. He's finally in advantage, finally has center stage.
Oh, no punish on the grab, but the dash attack will be beating it out there. Pink Fresh, 206%. I think the worst part about this on ZD's end is that if Pink Fresh lands a solid hit near the edge of the stage, ZD's gone.
You are not wrong right here, and ZD is scrambling for this stock.
Still alive and kicking, but speaking of those, we'll finally take it out there. Fair on Fox killing. Yeah, that's the first time for everything. That's the first time and for everything. I'm finally able to see it there on this stage, but
get your bingo card ready.
Yeah, I got it. Check mark right there. You know, West Coast, maybe we don't choke in a major. Can't check that one off just yet. SoCal, maybe we stop. No, never mind. Sean came to our region and farmed us good. I got to cross that one off as well.
Oh, good God. Sean was here for a while. He was a terror. What a pleasure to watch that man work and give us the work. Goddamn.
I mean, man, my goodness. Sean just really just did so much out there, but this matchup with on there, One Winged Angel playing once again on FD. Let's see the adjustments that can be made on both these players as we hop into game number 2.
Dash attack again off of the rip. ZD is already swinging, and Pink Fresh has to get out of corner. That's why ZD likes the stage so much, is because he can play runaway Fox on it, but also when you're in corner, you just have no mix-ups. It's literally going to be, can ZD react to your options and then punish accordingly? And usually the answer is yes. This man's reaction times are crispy.
It's not even more so can ZD react, it's more so will ZD slightly miss the timing, because ZD will know what you're doing. That's the scariest part about it. It's just like maybe the timing is just a bit off, but it's like when a very fast a punch grazes your cheek, you know, it's like in the anime, it's like, oh my goodness, that could have been me.
You feel
right
the
there.
wind and get a little bit of a cut going.
Exactly, and ZD, you know, feeling lots of cuts there. Pink Fresh slowly whittling away. Great use still there. Tries to read out the roll, but I love Pink Fresh staying grounded, not panicking those defensive options. The trade working out. Intelligent use of the up B.
Did that kill? Did he kill Fox Nair?
Yes.
Go ahead and get that bingo card going again, because ZD out here with the unusual kill options, proving that any port in a storm when fighting a player of Pink Fresh's caliber.
Oh, goodness, and gets the last hits. I love it. Seeing that they didn't get all the hits of the downer, so opting to go for that grab, seeing that shield was coming up on Pink Fresh's end. And speaking of it, how we talked about how ZD is very methodical with their movement, but Pink Fresh catching the mash. ZD gets their stock taken at 48%, and now, you know, Angel platform vulnerability to work with is such a good thing. And now Pink Fresh caught slipping with all these disadvantaged states, and oh, they read the roll in, but ZD just switches out in time, but off stage.
I mean, Pink Fresh's options have been very good so far when in disadvantage. We don't see Pink Fresh mash too much. And also, one thing that Pink Fresh does, I think, better than a lot of min-mins is he knows when to swing out of disadvantage. A lot of min-mins just go ahead and hold the option. It's like, okay, I'll go to corner and we'll reset. Pink Fresh is swinging with Megawatt Hammer. It's like, get off me.
Get off me, and knows exactly when to, you know, pull the trigger on it, like you were saying earlier. And we have to see how it works out. Tries to get the drill, but thankfully the mash in time. Not the right confirm window, so missing out there. And now off stage, Megawatt is available. My goodness, that's gotta hurt.
The drag down Megawatt. You just go ahead and jump and allow it to lazily drift. And by the way, cover most options.
Yeah.
It's so good for Min. Now Pink Fresh has the lead, has the empowered dragon. What are we gonna make out of this?
Oh, we're gonna have to see it. Enter the dragon is what ZD is gonna be facing. Tries to, I just love that this was by Pink Fresh. A lot of people would go for the tech in towards the center of the stage, but staying strong to it. Finally gets her stock taken by 62%. Really good stuff, because if Pink Fresh is able to get ZD off more into disadvantaged state, then we can do it. But like I said earlier, if they're able to get ZD,
if ZD is allowed, if ZD allows Pink Fresh to play the game, then Pink Fresh might have a good time. But right now, it is the ZD show. Already getting the drag down, trying for the illusion on the standard getup. An interesting option, but not going to work out. But just reset the situation, send him off stage again. Optimal lasers, solid damage from ZD. But what is the confirm?
Oh, no.
Because at 99%, now Pink Fresh has the opportunity. ZD aggressive illusion back on.
What a parry. What a phenomenal parry, and now in this really awkward state, 2-frame not going to land at all, but Pink Fresh remaining strong. You just eat a Megawatt directly to the face, and boom, that's going to be it. Pink Fresh evens up the stocks. Not the stocks, my goodness. The game.
Beautiful play right there by Pink Fresh. It really does feel like this is one of the most volatile matchups in the game.
Oh,
because we're seeing one of the best zoners. He doesn't zone with projectiles, but zones with hitboxes against what, in my mind, the best zone breaker in the game in Fox.
Playing all this music as well, and you know, it's a traditional zoner like Dalsum. I think that's the most obvious one. I mean, min players should be glad that you can't like parry one of the arms and then like do an up smash.
You know, they should allow us to grab the arms. Now think about it. As a Zangief main, I would approve of that change.
My iron fist. So beware.
Exactly. My iron body is invincible.
I am protected of Russian skies.
Oh, I love that special. Don't get me started about the that nonsense.
It needs to be back.
Sure. He needs green hands back. That's all he needs. If they don't get, they put him in pants. If you're gonna put my man Zangief in pants, you better give him green hands back. Otherwise, we're gonna have problems.
Green hand is something that needs to be deserved. But Pink Fresh just did some macaroni and cheese. My goodness, ZD overextending on their efforts, because earlier they used that nair to give out the recovery. But this time Pink Fresh was well aware of it and took full advantage of it.
That was such nonsense by Pink Fresh. The double nair. Typically, you don't see Min and think, oh, this is a character that can edge guard super well. No, they just sit on stage and toss out long-range hitboxes. Instead, Pink Fresh showing that, yo, I can go off stage and scrap with the best one.
Let me tell you, and also Ram is extremely toxic. People are just like, yeah, on the ground it's really good, but Ram Nair, you can pump 2-3 about him in a full hop.
True.
That's how, and it's just a constant hitbox you have to worry about, and now ZD has to worry about this Pink Fresh, you know, getting control of this game, and now able to run with it, but perfectly placed. a lot of them, they usually react to just kind of falling with it, but immediately ZD reacting, seeing that it's going to be the weak hit in there and directly into the up smash. Great awareness on the hit confirm.
Yeah, he just knows every spot and every hitbox of Nair. That's really like the mastery that ZD has of this particular move.
And what I'm worried about now is that ZD, at the highest percents, loves landing on Pinkfresh a lot more, and Pinkfresh is adapting to it by dashing back even further and going and using the arm as well as usually the Mega Wand earlier. But ZD facing the full brunt of the punish. Ram is out there. I know Pinkfresh just switching around the arms constantly keeps ZD thinking about him.
I mean, okay, finally getting the 2-frame. And what set that up is the Min Classic, which is varying your timing on the 1-2 punch combo. If you just do them immediately, it's super easy to react to, so you have to choose whether or not to delay that second hit. And if you do delay it, you have to choose how much you delay it by, because you cannot allow your opponents to get an understanding of the tempo you like to play at.
Yeah,
they call boxing that sweet science, and you have to be a little bit scientific in picking apart Pinkfresh's defense.
Oh, scientific, science-skific. You know, shout outs to my boy out there, but dropping right back into this one, and like you said earlier, you know, that is true about it, is like the pace changes, because like, you know, you want to play your game at the end of the time, and you know, Min wants to play that one, but ZD barely, I want to say escaping death there. That could have been an empowered arm, but Pinkfresh missing out the 2-frame, but has full control of it, and you know, the Fox Solution finally getting punished out there. I love that Pinkfresh has the full confidence to say, no, this is checkmate, I know exactly what to do. Give me that stock. Yeah,
absolute confidence to go off stage, not give ZD another lease on life, because you know if that man gets 2 feet back on stage, then we got an even game just about. It doesn't matter what kind of deficit you have. We've seen ZD make it back from those, so I love Pinkfresh's aggression. And that's kind of what separates, I think, like top-level players from high-level players. Top-level players know what to do to augment and cover up their character's weaknesses. Min, not great off stage. You need to know exactly how deep you can go. And that's exactly what Pinkfresh did right there.
Exactly. I mean, Pinkfresh did, and ZD felt the brunt of it when you push yourself too far. We saw the get off this stage, and you know, Pinkfresh, the awareness to say, yeah, you push your boundaries too far, I'm going to punish you for this, and now I'm going to have full control of the game with this momentum. So all of a sudden, it feels like that game number 1 that ZD won, Pinkfresh is just fully like adapted to it, but as soon as I speak, that one, ZD got a few tricks of his own.
It just feels like whoever wins the first stock tends to really run away with the game. If Pinkfresh is able to get that camp game going, if ZD feels like he has to run in, then the defensive stylings of this Min seem to take control of the game here. We'll have to see if ZD is able to make that adaptation and find a perfect position here. He's got the kill percentage, but can't quite connect to that Nair. Just runs up, gets the grab, tosses Pink off stage, but not going to go ahead and pursue it any further. And the reversal. That was devastating.
That was a huge reversal, and even though to get it out there, Pinkfresh, how long can you keep ZD pinned there? Yep, the curving upwards up there, but it was actually too high of a percent, so we'll be able to avoid it. Mega Wand, that's gotta hurt. My goodness, Pinkfresh keeping ZD right back where Fox belongs, but once again escaping it, and now both of them kind of retreating back into this pressure, but these arms from Pinkfresh are providing so much problems, and ZD's gone!
He did it again. He went super deep, really terrified of what Pinkfresh could toss out. It feels like Pinkfresh showed that he's not afraid to go off stage once, and ZD has to respect that, and he's been going a little bit too deep as of late.
Can't go too deep, and that's the second time ZD has really like overextended on those things and really paid the price, and unfortunately this might be the game, because now you're in a horrible position. I love no flinching there, but Pinkfresh having the empowered arm, retreating backwards with Nair. It was actually facing the opposite way, so the hitbox doesn't come out in time there, so ZD getting away with it for a little bit, but Pinkfresh just needs to kind of slowly whittle away. ZD goes for a hard call out, but thankfully the tech was the correct decision to be made, so he's staying alive.
Does get the grab, toss him up again, so try to go ahead and grab the up air, but Pinkfresh has been perfect with his jump aways, and at 227, ZD cannot borrow, beg, or steal this stock so far.
Oh, I mean, at this point, you would start praying, and finally the prayers have been answered. ZD able to secure it out there, but once again, now you're just stuck in this familiar position of being in the corner where, as Fox, you're the one who wants to do that one, but it seems the times that ZD has been able to put Pinkfresh into disadvantage, Pinkfresh has just gotten miles more.
Agreed. So now, trying to just jump around those barrage of arms. He gets full stage control and the double forward air. Solid damage here, but I think you have to make more out of this. You got to keep Pinkfresh pinned to the corner. You cannot allow this man back.
Holding it down there, yep. You want to extend those jabs as much as you can at 81%. The reason why I also love the lasers that ZD is throwing out there is not only for that optimal damage, because of course, we both know how smart ZD is with it, but as well, it keeps moves fresh.
True, it does reset the stale move queue. Each laser adds 1 to that queue. Oh, the air dodge neutral. Perfect for Pink.
Yeah, really good one. Doesn't do the American air dodge that we've been so famous for. You know? Pink Fresh is simply built different, and ZD feeling the front of this one, but kudos to ZD, though, really has been bringing it back, considering the percentages.
And he's been doing it by playing neutral. We haven't seen like a lot of those long damage strings, but finally a little bit of unsafe shield pressure with that back there. He needs to claim this stock. He wants to keep it even, but the last lingering hitbox of that down air from Pink Fresh, bailing him out of that spot.
Oh, and the quick up smash, the confidence to know that, you know, that's not safe, and ZD,
he's swinging a little bit now.
Dude, that's actually really bad because I think Pink Fresh
he's gonna get the suicide dare. Brilliant gameplay from Pink Fresh, taking the 3-1 victory, not allowing ZD to claw his way back into that one.
Pink Fresh is simply different. I wouldn't even say, no, that's just full confidence in your character and full confidence in yourself as a player. Being able to go for those, I mean, we saw it earlier off stage with gimping out the recovery, going off stage, you know, to secure game number 2, you know, knowing exactly what's going to happen. I mean, Scavs, I'm liking Pink Fresh. I've always been, but now I'm a huge Pink Fresh fan.
Same here, but unfortunately that is going to go ahead. We're going to have to do one last commentary change. I think we're going to get J-Dog on here for Grand Finals. Hope you have been enjoying the content. We'll be right back.